Hello, brothers and sisters, and people that don't like me calling them brothers and sisters. Welcome back. As I promised in the last episode, today we're gonna talk about the pyramid of worthiness. So what is this pyramid of worthiness? Well, simply put, it's a few things that, if you do, will give you more sense of self-worth, self-confidence, and will help you live a better life. Okay, let me just stop that. Get it away. Okay. And let me just present it to you. Pyramid. Okay, so this is the pyramid of worthiness. As you can see, it's a piece of modern art that few people seem to appreciate it. Like if you appreciate the art. Okay, so the first pylon here is sleeping differently. That means trying to change and have a new sleep position from now till the rest of your life. In my previous video I suggested if you sleep like a cocoon to stop sleeping like that and put your hands over the blanket. If you're sleeping on your belly, to sleep on your back, etc. Because if you're in this state right now, that means that 100% of the time you have slept led you to this point, which you don't like. It's a good way to start doing stuff to get better. And keep in mind that 1/3 of your life you spend sleeping, so why not twinkle with it a little, so maybe it will improve a little more. This pylon also represents, well, it mainly represents the last thing you are able to do before sleeping. So it's the last conscious decision you are taking before sleeping and passing on into the new day. So if you want to try something and get out of that hole, but you don't have a lot of willpower or something, this will help you enormously. I can guarantee it. I've explained it in the previous episode that this was the first thing I did to start overcoming depression. Okay, now the second pylon here is making your bed every day, constantly. This one helps with you doing something productive in the first minutes after you wake up. So you'll be in charge of your first 10 minutes and you won't be able to think about the overwhelming stuff that's gonna come your way because you're busy trying to make your bed neat. Okay, so the third pylon. Yes? The third pylon is breathing. Well, it's breathing exercises, but breathing nonetheless. Let me give you a super duper statistic over here. Did you know that 100% of the people that are breathing are way happier than 100% of the people that are not breathing? Blew your mind, didn't I? And also, having problems breathing can increase your anxiety, your depression, everything is connected. Why do you think that some anxiety attacks are so powerful? Because you're already not breathing as you should, and you don't even realize it, and your body is going frenzy. So doing this, breathing exercises 2 times a day after you've made your bed will help you be more relaxed and set a tone for the rest of your day. So even if your day will be crappy the rest of your day, you can be thankful that you had these 6 minutes in which things were peaceful and relaxed, and you should appreciate those because there are many people that don't get to appreciate the time they were relaxed, just rushing places to be miserable. This pylon represents the present and the future because it bounds you to the present. It makes you self-aware of the present moment in which you are not angry at anything, and it will set the tone for the future to not be that agitated as it would have been if you didn't do these exercises. Now, on the top of the pyramid, if you have these 3 pylons, you can go ahead and clean your room or already keep it tidy. This tip of the pyramid represents your room, your space, your territory, your place where you can control things. And making it tidy and clean, that means it will be constant. And being constant will be with no surprises. And having all these means now you can go outside into the world, because all that you could do inside, which is 70% of your time probably, if you're depressed more, 70% of your time you're spending it in your house, in your room. So if you're spending that time, at least use 1% of that time to make your bed and to breathe, and 0.5% of your day to keep your room tidy. So if you dedicate 1.5% of your day, I can assure you your life will get better. You see, obtaining and maintaining this pyramid in your life will decrease your depression and anxiety. It will be just like that time when you were a kid. I don't know if you did this, but I sure as hell did once. I was put in charge of cleaning around the house a lot of times, and most of the times I didn't do it, and will get an ass whooping for that. But one time I felt like I needed to do it to see what happens. So not only did I did my chores that were appointed to me, but I also did extra chores, cleaned the shoes and everything around. I also got my mom some flowers, and I could imagine in the last half hour before arriving home how she was getting angry and real creative about how she's gonna whoop my ass because I didn't do those chores, just to prove her wrong, and she would have no reason to whoop my ass. Well, until I will like, yeah, beat, and then I got my ass whooped. And you know what? I was beaten a lot when I was a child, which is probably why I had this anxiety and depression. But I was never upset about the beatings that I took for being a dickhead. Because sometimes you're doing something stupid and you are punished for it, but you're not mad. You tried, you did something, that was the result, and you accepted. And that's the case here. You're doing all these things. Depression can't whoop your ass in the first thing in the morning. Will make depression not have a real reason to get you. It will minimize it, it will minimize your anxiety, because you're already doing things before it can hit you. And it can hit you really easily, so when you get up, get out of bed, make your bed, take 6 minutes, breathe, and then continue with your day. And in the face of anxiety, in those minutes, in those early minutes, you will disappear from its sight. Because anxiety and depression can only find you when you are still and not doing anything. Think also about video games. While playing, depression doesn't really get to you in the first hours. It just gets you after a couple of hours, like 5 or so, because the brain is bored and is not really focused on the game anymore. So it opens the door for anxiety to come in and depression. Okay? Now, see you next time. I hope by Thursday I can make a motivational video. As you can see, I'm not very good at this, and that's why I want to do it. Okay? Oh, see you next time. And please, if you enjoyed this and you want more tips on how to live better, subscribe to my channel and we're gonna live better together. Have a great day.